Short and sweet.
What's going on, everybody? It's
What's
another
up?
week. I haven't died yet. I feel like I'm on my deathbed. No, I'm not sick. I'm just more. Hey, turn your volume down.
I'm working on
I'm just more absolutely slam the hell out.
it. Yeah,
Oh, but what doesn't kill you, better start fucking running. I think
like I
that's
said,
what they
it's
used to
better than the
say.
alternative, man. At least you're busy, so that's good, you know?
Um, yeah, man, there's a thing as being like too busy too.
Yeah, well, hey, I hear you, boss, but
Oh
damn.
man. So after I get off here, I've got to head back to the shop. The only reason I'm here tonight is because I forgot my camera, uh, which I should have just went to Walmart and just bought one for $40 and just kept
Told
it
you be
there.
letting to send you a camera.
Maybe he'll return the favor. What's going on, George? Dave.
What's up?
Hope everything's
What's,
doing well with your back, Dave.
yeah.
Paul
What's
McNeil,
up,
Wild
Deuce?
Bill,
How you doing, Deuce? It's good to see you, man.
Mike,
Jeff in L.A. L.A. Jeff, as I call him. What's up, buddy? Jared Kirby. Hope you
J
guys are
Rod.
good tonight. Yeah. Oh,
What
so
is
the
up,
happy
man?
Tuesday to everybody, man. Another round 58 of Flight Club. Got to do a little flying. Even though it was cold, man, this past weekend, I thought I was going to freeze Friday and Saturday. Me and my buddy Brian did manage to get in some flying Saturday evening until almost dark, and did the family thing Sunday for Easter, grilled out with my mom and wife and my son, and so hung out here yesterday, worked on some stuff around the yard, and actually I had a road trip, man. I went to your neck of the woods, man, and I
Yeah.
got me another T28. My buddy, as we all know, the RC and reviewer Bobby in Raleigh. Um, I talked to him like I think it was like Saturday night, and I was telling him how bad I wanted another one of these, man, because I wish I hadn't sold mine. And he's like, I might know a guy, and I wish, see, you'd have told me they had a swap meet in Raleigh area this past Saturday, because I'd have come up, man, and we'd have gone to it. I
You
had
know,
no
I
clue.
totally forgot it because I was at RDRC.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
even
had
know
no.
about it. I did not know about it until after the words. And I was like, man, because a lot of it has
Yeah,
some good stuff.
they did. That's what Bobby was telling me, and so he was there a good portion of the morning until after lunch. And when we
Hmm.
started talking, he said, "Well, I may know a guy that you've actually sold a couple of planes to, Dustin." And he said, "Let me get up with him and see if he wants to sell one." He said, "I know he's got one." So actually, he had two, and this one was still in the box. It came from Tim over at Raleigh Hobby, and so actually, Bobby hit me up Sunday morning and said, "Hey, man," he said he would sell it. And I was just ecstatic because, guys, you cannot find this plane anywhere else. I've been everywhere. There's nowhere that has it. So unless you do get it from an individual, you're not going to get it. Um, so I drove up there Friday, Monday afternoon. I had to be at his house at 3:30 because he works at night. And so I got up there and I picked it up, and here it is, man. I was just thrilled. I will not ever sell this one because that other one just flew so well. And the minute I sold it, I kind of thought, why did I do that? But I did get it at a great deal, and I passed it along. And so again, I got this one, and but I thought I was going to be able to buy another one pretty quickly, and I did not know that they were going to be totally discontinued.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, this one will be in the hangar for a long time to come unless something bad happens, and let's hope that doesn't. Um, but I've already been modding it up. I've got my lights on it. Um, I've got everything in it. It was bind and fly, so I didn't have to put a receiver or anything in it. I've got the easy lights on the wingtips, guys. These are awesome lights. This is I don't know if you can see that or not. They're called easy lights, and you
Hmm.
can get these from Banggood, Hobby King, places like that. But the cool thing about these lights, especially for a plane this size, guys, and I've actually got them on my 70 millimeter F16, and they look awesome. Um, but these are rechargeable, and just to show you, they'll do several different modes. Um, that's 2, and then you've got 3, and then of course you've got off. But you get red, white, and green. And the red and green I put on the wingtips. The white I actually wired in. I had a blue box, man, from an old Spitfire that I crashed a long time ago. And I saved the blue box because, nobody likes a blue box. It was the blue box. But it is good for lights, guys. So if you ever want to light up a plane, the blue box works great. All you got to do is take one of the leads coming off the aileron, flapper, gear leads and plug it into your bind plug or wire it in, because all it does is step down your power from your receiver to your LED lights. And then on this particular blue box, there were 4 ports that allowed me to plug in lights, 2 of which were flashing. So I now have a white light on top and a red light on the bottom, and it's awesome. So, and I was just doing this while I was talking to Dustin. This is a landing light off of a T-45 that I had a long time ago. And I wired it up and resoldered it. And this might go on the front landing gear of this airplane. So that'll look pretty cool as well. So yeah.
That's what I use for the L39.
Oh, did you?
Is that same light, and then just plug it into the blue board.
Well, that's what I say, man. A lot of times guys are quick to throw away stuff. I go through a plane, I take everything off of it that I can take off of it, and I save it. I mean, especially your LED wire leads like these with the JFC looking ends on them and stuff. Strip them out, guys. Don't get rid of any of that kind of stuff because they work great. And if you can solder, you can always add leads or whatever you want to do. Like I said, this one here, I had to resolder, but I've got the end already on it that came on it. So all I got to do is plug it in and she's ready to go. So yeah, anytime you crash a plane, I know you're upset at the moment, but strip it down, take everything out of it you can get. And I even save some of the foam sometimes because it's a different kind of foam than what comes in the boxes like our planes come in. So if I need a piece of foam to fix a plane, like if I get a ding and a bad ding or I hit a wing, you can cut a piece of that EPO, stick it in there, sand it down, file it down, put some spackle in it, paint over it. You never know it's there, man. So save you some of that good foam, guys. Definitely save the foam. So, but other than that, yeah, that's what I've been working on. And I do have a 3-blade prop to go on this as well. I've just got to bore it out, ream it, and get it put up here and everything. It's the air screw, master air screw. I've got it sitting right there in the package to go on here. I got to paint the tips of it. So, but yeah, man, after flying this last Monday, and then I sold it, it was like, what the hell did I just do? And
seller's remorse.
Man, I mean, within hours, yeah, I got home and I'm going, what did I do? But I can buy another one. And, bud, there was none to be found anywhere. Nowhere. Right. So, yeah. Think about it. Give yourself time, guys. If you're ever thinking about selling a plane, think about it for a night or 2, maybe. And don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah, I thought about... What's up, Bobby? I thought about... selling a few of mine, but then I knew that as soon as I sold it, I would be hating it.
Well, that's the thing. And Bobby, I see you're in here. Thank you so much, man. I got it back in the stable, man. Thanks to Bobby, who tracked this down for me. Knew the guy, as I said. Had it not been for him, I wouldn't have got it. I do know that Mr. Jackson, RC Aviation, has one in the box as well. But he doesn't want to sell his because I did reach out to him and see if he would sell it. He's like, nah, I'm going to hang on to it. So I understand. But thanks to Bobby, I actually got this one. And just a quick shout out too, guys. I want to say to my friend, if you guys haven't checked him out, check out zoomrc.net. He has got awesome tools servo leads, extensions, all kinds of stuff for your planes, your trucks, your cars. But his customer service, guys, is impeccable. He's a small business, trying to, really get ahead. And his servo leads are amazing. They're the heavy duty JR type leads. Um, and again, I think I've got one. Let's see. Yeah, these are the type of leads that he sells, guys, and we all know these from really nice stuff that we've had. These are heavy duty, and his prices on these guys are awesome. Like what, 250 up to
Mm-hmm.
350 for the longer ones. Guys, you
Wow.
can't beat it. And he also does the. I'll show you these real quick. Let's see, where are they at? For any of you guys doing the satellites in your planes, he also does the satellite extensions, and he does these in different lengths, and he'll also do custom, guys. So if you have, you want 3-inch leads, 4-inch leads, he has those. He also has the servo clips. I mean, not servo clips, but the clips that go on your leads that hold them together so they won't come undone. He sells those in different colors. I just ordered some of those, as a matter of fact. Um, he sells the gimbals and some of the rings for your radios to dress them up a little bit. I just ordered some of that stuff from him, to bling my radio out a little bit. But zoomrc.net, guys, definitely check out his page. I'm going to drop a link in here. And you guys, please check him out if you need anything. Like I said, the customer service he has is impeccable. Let me put this in here for you guys. And here's the thing, guys. If you use code JCRC10, which is Jeff's Custom RC 10, just like this, JCRC 10, you'll get 10% off your order. So definitely, please check him out. He's a small guy, but he does great work, and he gets it out that fast to you. Normally, it's about 3-day turnaround for me. And he's a couple of states away, so it's not terribly bad. But just I like trying to help the little guy, man. And but he's got tools. He's got the screwdrivers with hex heads. He's got nut drivers. Really nice stuff. So please check him out if you get a minute, and help him out, and tell him Jeff told you to look at it.
Any
So
thought of when you're gonna fly the P-47?
the P4. I'm waiting on the leads. That's one thing I'm waiting on from him. I wanted that plane is right up here. I wanted custom leads for it, to plug in the servos and everything, because I'm all about neat, man. I cannot stand a cluster, of wires. So even in this plane right here, if you can see the inside of this plane and see how neat it is, it'll blow your mind. I'm all about neatness. And so therefore, I wanted custom leads for that P-47. So that's what I ordered from him. Matter of fact, I ordered them, yesterday. And he actually, look, here's the thing, man. I ordered this stuff from him yesterday. He texted me back that fast and said, I'm not in my office today because it's a holiday. I will have your stuff out tomorrow morning. I got a text first thing this morning from him, said we just shipped your stuff out. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, that kind of customer service, you can't beat it. And I'll be showing you those things when they come in too, fellas. So definitely check him out. Thanks for dropping that in there, Dustin. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
What's up, Captain Photon? How you doing, man? Shadow Ops. And yes, he does the 10% off for both of us, man. So it's just code JCRC10, and you'll get that 10% off. So yeah, clean the house, right on, man. But yeah, so weather's nice here. It's supposed to be 80 degrees here tomorrow, guys. I think it's supposed to rain this weekend, so that kind of blows. But it is what it is,
Mm-hmm.
Watch some pollen away. Pollen's really bad right now.
Dude, in our shop, our concrete floors.
They're yellow.
Oh man, I was sweeping today, and I knew it was pollen on there. I mean, obviously you look at it, and you're like, oh, it's pollen, but you don't realize how much pollen's on there. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, there's no way. Like, I wanted so bad to sweep the whole shop. So when I say the whole shop, we have this. Our fab shop is like a three-sided shop. So where the main fab is like 60 by 35. Yeah, yeah, 60 by 35. That's fully enclosed. And then you got two sections on the side. One is just um, another 30 by 35, and it's just a ceiling and two walls, right? So you got three walls, so the front's open, and then on the other side, it's 125 feet of the same thing. So when the wind blows, it blows like everything into the shop, which is fine for like the stuff we do. But our floors are like lime green yellow right now.
I'm telling you, man, it's bad.
Dude,
But
it's so
it's been so
horrible.
wet. We've had a wet year, so everything's busting wide open right now, man. I mean, everything down to a blade of grass. It's like pollen's coming out like crazy.
Yeah,
Thanks for dropping that link in too again, Victor. I hope you've ordered some stuff from him, man.
Eric,
Like,
I'm just so tired. um, but what we what I did pick up is sounds so weird. Picked up this broom that like the old style mowers. They were like the ones you pushed and it had like the rotating head and it would cut. Well,
yeah,
imagine this broom that you push and it has these two like spinning um, um, like brushes, right? And so what it does, it brushes everything to the center, and then there's another brush on the bottom that like scoops everything up. And so
yeah.
basically, like the shop floor, instead of having like the sweep it with a broom, you just like walk over it. It was like $180. Man, that thing is so dang on cool. It is totally worth it because when you're in the shop and you start like when you start to brush the concrete floor, stuff will kind of get up in the air and then kind of settle back down. So you have to brush it over again like two or three times. This you don't have to do that no more. The only con is that you'll have like these two little streaks to where the wheels roll, like the actual wheels roll over, which it ain't nothing to kind of go back over, but it's just so much faster. Um,
When in your shop, you need to get you one of those things like the guys ride around on in Lowe's, man. You seen those things that,
oh
man,
yeah, I was trying to get
clean your
mom to.
floor? Yeah, those are sweet, man.
I was trying to get mom to get one, and then I saw a friend of mine in his machine shop. He uses those to brush up chips.
Yeah.
My machine shop's so small that I just use a cheap vacuum cleaner from Walmart. It costs like 40, $50. But the rest of the warehouse is like 120 foot by 80 foot. So
Yeah.
it's just easier just to brush that thing. It's easier to use that than spend 45 minutes sweeping it out because you have to sweep it
Oh
about
yeah.
4 or 5 times.
Yeah. Well, it's been bad, man. I took our blower and I mean I was just blowing it around like crazy this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
kind of trying to get it off of everything. I mean, and as soon as you blow it off, it's right back out there. I mean, you can clean your
Oh
car
yeah.
and 10 minutes it's covered right back up. So it's supposed to rain here, I think, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So hopefully it'll wash some of this stuff away, man. Get rid of some of it. Um, but everything was so green and beautiful this past weekend, and all of a
We're
sudden
going back
I
into
got
it.
up Saturday morning, we had a killer frost, man, and you know what that does? It just knocks everything back a few days.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I went to on the way home. So wife last night she wanted a blue slushy, and so in my hurry went in there to Sheets and got her like it's it's like a blue slushy icy, but it's more watered down. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, I got the wrong damn thing, right?
oh, there you
So
go.
this way, so today I'm like, all right, well, apparently there's two like blue icy machines. One is like an actual like icy, and the other one is kind of like a slushy. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Anywho, I'm like I get back in the truck, right? Grab some dinner. get back in the truck. Hopefully, like this is the right one because if there's anything else that's blue, I sure as hell ain't seen it. But as I'm driving out, there, the car wash, the car wash, is stacked like 10 deep, and
Oh
I'm
yeah, man.
like, what? What? Like, dude, by the time you go home or you go to your work tomorrow and leave the car
Yep.
outside, like you can't tell that it's been washed. Like,
Well, I don't know if you think,
what?
I don't know if it's like this in your area, man, but I'm in the wrong profession because I mean it's like there are so many nice, I'm talking nice car washes going up around our town, and they're big car
Oh
washes,
yeah,
man. I
dude,
mean,
we do a lot of them. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
you drive through. I mean, there's some money tied up in that stuff, man. But I mean,
yeah.
obviously they're making bank, man. I mean, so I'm like, damn, that's a great thing. Who knew? It reminds me of what was it? Damn, what was the show where they were using car washes to cover up their money laundering?
Oh, that was Breaking
Breaking Bad.
Bad.
Breaking Bad. Yeah, Breaking Bad.
Yeah. So the thing, so we do a lot of those car. Well, we don't do it. We supply a lot of building materials for those, and
Yeah,
what they do is they use the same layout, but instead of
right.
like just either conversation, instead of putting like vinyl as far as exterior, they'll put like
Yeah.
stone, and they'll just call it something different. Because
Right. Right.
there's a metric ton of them going up, but
Oh yeah.
Dana, the um was it is it Legends hobby that used to be Seagull? Legends had like just put out some pictures of their almost finished B-17s.
Yeah.
Um, and if you like your car and you care about your car, don't go to those car washes that have the big like mats that spin around to hit your car. That's why you get scratches, swirl marks, and paint
Right.
damage. If you go to a car
Yep.
wash, go to the touchless car wash
Yes.
because there is how can I say this nicely? So my wife and I we bought my wife a Hyundai Palisade, and I'm in there. There's two Facebook groups. I'm in both of those groups, and there is a lot of not so smart people.
Now.
Yeah, there was like one guy went to the car wash. Was like, why is my paint peeling? Like, oh my gosh, I never had this happen. And you can blatantly look at it. He curbed the front lip, like,
Damn.
because you can see like the 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 grain from the concrete from the
Yeah.
curb. You can see it like because it's all like vertical lines. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, that ain't no way you done that or the car wash done that. Like, so silly. Me and another car friend of mine, we kind of send stuff back and forth to each other. Like, hey, did you see this? Hey, did you see that?
Yeah. Well, that's like any grit on anything. You take your finger and rub it, it's gonna scratch it. That's just common sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So what's everybody flying? What's everybody's? I guess everybody's still waiting on Draco. You said you did you looked at when they're coming in.
Yeah, so I got excited because in Google search I typed in Draco E-Flight. First thing that came up, of course, was this Horizon Hobbies website. And then like on that link, it has like kind of like a summary. Then at the bottom of the summary, it said the price and it said in stock. I was like, oh no way! So I clicked on it, and it was like next availability is April 2021. So I was like, huh.
Hey,
So
that's close, man. It's close, so it could be any day now.
yeah, they said that they're supposed to come like the 20th. I think is what Tim told me, or something like that.
Just settle down, Michael. We got to do a little bit of all of
Yeah, man,
it.
we talked about everything and all things. Yeah. So like the
Yeah.
thing about car washes is they reuse to an extent the water that they use to be like clean or like green, if you
Yeah.
will. I don't. I'll run it through the car wash like to spray it off, but I don't use it as a means of like cleaning it. Um, But chemical guys, there's some good stuff.
So yeah, so did you who flew this past Easter weekend? I know, I mean, like I said, I flew some
I flew a
Sunday
kite.
afternoon. Okay, yeah. Well, it was nice. It got really nice here Saturday afternoon, and Brian and I flew, just me and him out there. Got some good flights in, had a good time.
hmm
Trying to think, what all did we fly? Because we got out there about 5:30 and stayed till about 8 o'clock. And he flew his T-28. I flew my F-16. I flew my Spitfire, man. I was wearing that Spitfire out. I was enjoying that. That was really good. Um,
Which F-16 did you fly?
my E-flight. I flew the E-flight F-16
So you didn't have any
Saturday.
troubles as far as getting off the ground like we did last time?
No, man, no, because the field was just cut, and also it was cool. You know, it was pretty cool afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We had on jackets, which the wind died down. But yeah, it did great. So you know, once you're up and off with that jet, it flies incredibly well. You know that.
Right,
Uh,
right.
I'm trying to think what else did I fly? I mainly flew some stuff with him. I mean, like I said, he flew several of his planes too. So, and we only had a couple hours, but we had a good time, man. It was nice. The wind just died right out Saturday afternoon. He went and flew all day uh, Sunday, I think, with another guy out there. They flew and had a good time. And then he went back yesterday. Said he flew his T-28, his OV-10. My friend Barron, he made his Griffin. He put new FMS fans in that Griffin, and he also put new fans in the MiG 29.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know how that all goes. I mean, he was ripping it up with those things, man. He's got that MiG 29 dialed in, buddy. He'll fly the mud out.
Sick.
So yeah, he was ripping it up with those two planes yesterday, and they had a real good time. But yeah, and then Brian was just sending me video this evening out at the field, man. The windsock's hanging straight down. I mean, he was like, "Man, it's beautiful out here." It was dark. He was packing up. I was like, "Man, you suck," you know. So, but he went out there straight after work and got some flights in this evening. Had a good time. So, yeah.
That's like I'll
Deuce,
take the
Deuce said he flew the MiG 29, MiG 21, and F6, F5 Tiger Cat, and Avanti, the 1600 millimeter Spitz, and the T1 Hawk. Awesome, bud. You were busy, man.
yeah, it was.
Some good flying, bud. That's a good day.
Because I was gonna fly the pits, and then my mom bought Abby a like a kite from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General.
Yeah.
She's like, "We'll go and fly it," and it wasn't really a wind like on our level. It was probably the wind was up about 25, 30 feet in the air. So it's
Yeah.
like if I could get it up above that, like I knew I'd be good. Man,
Yeah.
you should just see my like myself
Yeah.
like trying to run around to get this. They get this
Oh, that
damn
was
kite,
give
and
anything.
the wind finally picked up and grabbed it and got in the air. So she had fun and got to see the first time she ever seen a kite fly. So
Yeah.
it was all good, but I didn't fly the pits. I just flew the kite.
Hey, remember the kites we used to have that were everything that were kind of in the shape of a bat and they had two eyes on them?
Yeah, yeah.
They were awesome
This was like the
kites.
old school kind of diamond, and it was
Yeah.
American flag. And my mom used the excuse of like, I bought it for you because it's the American flag. I know how much you love America. I'm like, no, you bought it for Abby. Like, it's cool, but
Yeah. Yeah.
nice turn,
Those kites, man, used to look like bats with the eyes on them, buddy. Those were the deal, man. I
dude.
mean, look,
Remember the stunt kites with the
yes.
two
Yeah.
handles?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a guy who used to come to our field. He had the great big ones that were made out of nylon, man. They almost look like wake surfing kites. They were massive.
hmm
You'd have to plant your feet on the ground to hold on that sucker, but he could make it do all kinds of neat maneuvers. Man, that thing was probably, I don't know, it was probably 20 foot wide. It was massive, man. Um, but he definitely had to hold on to it because it would pull your ass down the field. That's for sure.
Right, right.
Uh,
So there was to one point, my dad, he was like, "Why don't you just get into the golf cart and use the golf cart?" I was like, "Man, because that's cheating, for one." But
Jeez.
um, I had like a few of the small like nylon kites. Cause I mean, they'd last. They versus like the plastic, like they would
Yeah.
last. You could drive them
Yeah.
suckers into a tree,
Oh yeah.
and they come
Well, the
out.
last kites I bought had not had carbon fiber rods in them, man. I
Oh,
mean,
it's
and
I hate to
maybe
see
I don't.
what the technology is these days, because
Yeah.
it would just blow
Remember
our
the old
mind.
box kites? You remember a box kite?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, I went to a thing in D.C. one time, right there on the Capitol, kind of like the grounds where the monuments are. Man, it was a
Mm-hmm.
kite fly contest competition. They had kites tied to the back of pickup trucks. They were so big. Um,
Dang.
yeah, it was. They were one kite was a soccer player like reaching out for a ball, and it was his torso, and the ball was in front of his hands.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool, man. There was some big kites.
That's pretty killer. I remember at Nag's Head. And for those that don't know where Nag's Head is, it's right. I think it's right below or right above Key Hawk, where the Wright brothers took off at North Carolina.
Yeah. Yep.
And over there where Jockey Ridge is, which is near where the Wright brothers flew,
Yep.
they have a hang glider session where you can like hang glide.
Yeah.
But they also like teach you how to like do the kite surfing to an extent. So you're kind of using like a modified like snowboard to be able to like ski on Jockey's Ridge, which seems like to me, man, if you face plant, that would just hurt because you're getting like
Oh yeah. Damn
sandblasted in the
right.
face.
Right on.
But that's
What's
something I've
up,
always kind
Shay?
of wanted
Hey,
to do.
buddy. And Kenny, what's up, Kenny? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Hide your wife, hide your midgets. Kenny's here.
So Shay, what's up next, buddy? You about ready to get that Balsa jet up in the air, man? We're ready to see it fly, bud.
I'm just waiting for him just to point it one day and say, "Hey, look, mothers, I got me a
Yeah,
turbine."
that's right. Exactly.
Because
Hey,
I
Mr.
feel like
John, how you doing,
he's
buddy?
at that post already.
Hope you're doing well, man. I want to see you out at the field, bud. Like I said, me and Brian got out there Saturday. Brian went Sunday, and Brian were there yesterday. So hopefully we'll see you out there soon, man. I told Mr. John he won some money in Dave's RC's giveaway Friday night, but he wasn't in there. Yeah.
How's Dave's RC shows been? I've been so busy that I haven't really stopped in
We
at
had,
all.
he had his monthly giveaway Friday night, and he gave away two $200 gift cards. He gave away Pilot Ryan gave away $100. Shadow Ops gave away a fiery booty from Ray. Might have been something else in there too. And then Dave sent out some stuff that was won last month. So yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Um,
Right on.
I got to made my F-14, man. That's another thing I've got to do too, man. It's done. It's sitting up here in the
We
rack.
all know you got a lot of stuff you got to make.
Hey, like I said, man, every time I turn around with my buddy Brian, he's like, Brian told me the other day, he's like, yeah, go ahead and tell everybody I got to bring something else over for you to put together. I'm like, well, dude, is it true or not? You know, I'm
That's like
like, but I like it, so I'm not complaining. I enjoy it.
it's like hell.
So,
The batteries behind you probably still haven't been
no, the
made yet.
battery. Oh, the battery. Those are just boxes. I did made in his P40. He's got an FMS P40 that
Hmm.
we put together about 6 months ago. I did maiden it. That was another one we maidened Saturday afternoon. I did do that for him, and it flew great, man. As a matter of fact, that was an awesome flying airplane. I got it dialed in and everything. So Um, so yeah, that was another one in the books. Um, trying to think, did he made anything else? I know he flew his FMS T-28 that evening. That's a nice plane, man. But I tell you what, the landing gear on that plane, thumbs down, I would have to say. Um, they're just, I don't know, I think they could have done a better job. I mean, it's a beautiful airplane. It's a great flying T-28, but the retract system on that thing, man, it's just these real thin wires that pull the doors and everything in, and they're just
Mm-hmm.
kind of. I'm not really impressed by them, but it's a great airplane. I take nothing from it. It's a shame, you think they're going to build a plane that nice, they would at least put some better equipment in it. But we all know a lot of companies that do that, so is what it is.
Right, right. Um, that's been kind of one of the reasons why I haven't pulled the trigger on the T-28 is because of the landing gear. But through my research and looking at it, seems the light at the end of the tunnel suggests that the long skirts
Yeah,
that are on the landing gear is kind of what gets held up and overloads the servo motors for retracts.
his was
Uh,
just doors on the inner doors on his, and the nose gear on that T-28 is very. I don't know. It was kind of weak.
yeah,
But
yeah. So
they
like
did
the
send.
the like long plastic piece that kind of that hides the struts of the landing gear is what seems to kind of be the issue because it kind of
Yeah,
gets hung up from what guys were saying. A few guys are like, "Well, I took them off.
that's
I had
right.
the issue. I took them off and haven't had an issue since."
Yep. That's right. Man, David, that's kind of warm, buddy.
FMS Daco Red. I saw where FMS is coming out with a bigger version of the Jeep.
Hmm. Hey, I mean, look,
Ooh, that's actually pretty sweet looking.
Hey, Dana. There's only right now. There's only let's see. There's the SU-30 box, the AL-37 box, and
There you
what else?
go. How to get him start talking about his boxes
Oh,
again.
oh, and the E-flite A10. That's the only three still in the box. There's only three, and I just
SU
got to get them
30.
out. Huh?
SU 30.
Yeah, the Su-30, SU-30, whatever. And I hear it flies
A10.
great. Yeah, the A10. But I've got the big free wing A10, man. That's to me, that's
Hey
almost
man,
like
that don't matter. That don't
yeah, but it's almost like man, when you
matter.
fly the best one, it's like hard to go to that other one. Um,
um,
but yeah, that SU-30 is sweet, man. I need to go on and get it out of the box. And after watching Bobby fly his off of their grass field with no issues, man, we talked about that this past Sunday, as a matter of fact, and he said it flew great. So I need to go ahead and get it ready to go.
so would that
Yeah,
still be
but
considered a warbird? Let's see.
Shay, the thing is, man, like I said, when you fly the free wing A10, man, I don't know. I mean, the E flight it's okay, but it's 64 millimeter, man, and that free wing A10 is a big mamma jamma, and it's just I don't know. I can't imagine as good as it flying something smaller, I guess you could say, but I will and I'll check it out. But the bigger the planes I get, guys, like these right here, the bigger they get, just the better I like them, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. Um, I love the bigger
Oh,
stuff.
so this is like a remake. So FMS has come out with a remake
Of what?
of their P-51 like racer,
Uh,
called the Daco. I keep on saying Draco. Daco Red. Um, it's 1100 millimeters. Shay was mentioning it. It's got a 948 by 900 kV motor in it. It's pretty slick.
yeah, Shay, I actually bought it though from somebody that needed to get rid of it because he needed some money. So it wasn't one of those things where I walked into a store or I clicked the button online and went, I got to have that plane. It was kind of just came to me and it was one of those things where I was like, okay, for that price, yeah, I'll take it. Kind of like you do. You buy stuff at a great price. So I don't turn down potential, and I know I'll enjoy
Mm-hmm.
it. So um, That's why I jumped on it for the price I got it for, man. And it's binding fly too, so I couldn't turn it down. Um,
Oh man, Mike, there's this Mexican food truck that's right by work, and it's $6 for like 4 tacos. Oh, they're so
so,
good. And when my mom's like, "Oh, let's go have Mexican tonight," we'll go to like the Mexican restaurant. I'm like, "This ain't Mexican." Just like Chinese isn't Chinese. Asian food ain't Asian food. It's all like
hey, yeah, no.
Americanized.
And Bobby, I've got the F4 right up here above me on 8S, man. Let me just tell you, it wakes it up, man. And I love my F4, but I'm gonna tell you, it flies heavy. Now it's a heavy jet in the air, um, but it's a great flying jet. It handles well. The biggest thing again is land on the mains. Be careful on that nose because
Yeah,
you will
keep
shear
that
that pin
nose
off.
elevated, right?
Yeah, yeah. You got to stay on the mains until you get her down good. But other than that, man, that 8S wakes it up. And I've also got the Guniac afterburner in it, and that really looks nice with the foil inside. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, the 8S is definitely the way to go on that particular airplane off of grass. Okay, just saying.
Yeah, because Deuce's got the uh,
He got the
262.
262. Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
interested to see how that works out for him and how he likes that. That's always been a planet that has interested me, and I haven't seen a lot of like videos and stuff on it compared to other planes, right?
Well, now Brian Walker that flies at our field, the one that flies the BVM stuff, he's got one,
Mm-hmm.
and he flies the mud out of it. And it's a great flying jet. I just something about the looks of it have never really, and the gear, because when it's sitting on the ground with the gear out, you can barely even see them, and they're kind of like long struts,
Mm-hmm.
because of the nacelles and everything. It looks good in the air. I don't like it as much with the gear out on it. Um, but it flies great. Now, from what I understand from Brian, you've really got to keep the speed up in your turns and stuff because you'll have a tendency to tip stall pretty bad. Um, but yeah, other than that, man, it looks really nice. Yeah, and Michael, that's kind of like Dustin. Dustin flies his F-22 on 6S, and a couple of our guys fly theirs on 8S. Um, Again, the guys that fly the F-22 on 8S probably could have stuck with the 6S, but the F4 is as heavy as a jet as it is on our
Mm-hmm.
even as nice a field as we have on grass. Um, that 8S just really woke it up and just makes it come off so much better on that grass. Um, so yeah, I like it with the 8S, but then again, I've never flown it with six, so um,
Yeah, even the E-flite F4 flew very well, but depending on the day, because of the way it was painted, I'm sure you could repaint it um, no matter what you want to do. And to
true.
me, I would sometimes just lose it, like
Yeah.
just lose it. Or I don't necessarily lose orientation to an extent, but
Well, that
it kind of
look that free.
that's what it boiled down to.
Yeah, well, that free wing's the same way, man. If it gets away out there and turned a certain way, especially on a sunny day, it'll cloak, man. And I swear you're going, okay, which way is this damn jet flying? Um,
Yeah, that's when you have to start rolling it. Like if you make a
yeah,
right roll and it goes
yes, sir.
left, you're like, oh, okay, it's heading toward me.
Yeah, I've seen it happen, man. Um, and yeah, and, Michael, I'm sure that 12 blade, yeah, there's no doubt about it. I'm sure it makes all the difference in the world. You know, I went with the factory 8S system from Motion, and it's just what I ordered, and I liked it. But yeah, you're definitely right on that 12 blade fan, especially in a 1970. Um, that'll definitely wake it up. Yeah, if you're into this hobby for a budget, man, you might want to step back because
There
it's
ain't nothing but a budget of this hobby.
yeah, Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it depends on what I guess what you want to do. Um, like I say, budget kind of goes out the window with certain things, especially if you want to hop it up or improve it or whatever. Um, and a lot of things will fly right out of the box, but they can be a little sluggish. It depends on if you want it to be woke or not. Um, you know. Um, And yes, Deuces, that F-104 is a handful, man. They don't call them a damn needle for nothing. Biggest thing that a couple of guys at our field have had with that particular jet is the ESC's overheating. It's almost like there's not enough ventilation to keep them cool, and they burn up the damn ESCs and into the ground they go. You see that really nice smoke, and you got a problem. Um, Somebody was talking about the day on Facebook. They said, "Is there a way to put that gray smoke back into the electronics?" No, I don't think so.
You can by replacing it, but that's the only way.
Yeah. Um, but what's up, Eric G? How you doing, buddy? Good to have you in here tonight. Yeah, hopefully we're getting into the warm weather now, man. I'm hoping so, and everybody will be getting in some good flying, getting their stuff maiden that's been waiting all winter and painting and customizing, and everything will be ready. I was watching Mary Boozers today, and Wesley and Papa were flying a Hangar 9 P-51 that used to be a four-stroke gas, and they converted it back to electric. Now, I have the Hangar 9 P-51 hanging back here that I made electric right out of the box, and it's got the Power 90 in it. Um, it's the red tail version, and it's a beautiful balsa plane. Only problem with that plane is back 10 years ago when I built it, um, I put Robart and pneumatic retracts in it. Well, today's standard, I personally don't like pneumatics. A lot of guys that fly big jets, BVMs, they love pneumatic. I don't care for it. So I need to change out the retracts on that Hangar 9 Red Tail so I can fly it because it's a 6S airplane. It flies beautifully. But I just do not like the pneumatic retracts. So I need to get them switched out so I can start flying it again. Because it's a beautiful airplane. George Watt said, if you can only afford one plane, you cannot afford the hobby. Right on. If you can afford two, you will have 20 planes before you know it. Amen and salute. Damn
Yes.
right.
I remember when I
And,
first got into it, I went from one plane to two planes to 22 planes in a matter of like 3 months. It
yes,
was
yes.
pretty crazy.
And you want them all. Yes.
Oh, yeah, it was so bad.
Okay, and Eric G just said, I saw a Motion RC that on 515 prices of free wing and flight line going up an average of 10%, and on 531 Nexa and Black Horse are going up about 12%. Well, every damn thing is going to be going up, so you might as well break out that wallet. It just is what it is, man. Um,
Yep.
what's up, Ryan? How you doing, buddy? Good to have you here, man. Thank you for stopping in tonight. King Rat's in the house, guys. Thumbs up emojis for him.
What's up, Ryan? Hope everything's going well, man. Yeah, there's very few handfuls of reasons why stuff is going up.
Yeah. What's up, Jackson? I was talking about you earlier, man. Glad to have you in here tonight. See my T-28 back in the hangar, man. Glad to have it. I
Mm-hmm.
was talking about you. I saw yours in your video, putting unboxing of the Hawker Hunter. I saw it sitting there. Um, you need to get that puppy out and fly it, man. It's a good flying airplane, bud. Mason will be doing some major 3D with that one, I'm sure. That last plane he flew, that 3D plane, he was ripping that thing up, guys. If you hadn't seen that, you need to watch that video. I thought he was going to pull the wings off of it at any second. Oh, Lord. Pilot Ryan said he just got done flying the Rafale and the Technam 210 from Arrows. Awesome, man. Yeah, y'all are about closing it down at dark 30 again. I hear you. Right on, Mike. Yeah, what's up, Mason? Good flying, man. Good flying. That look good. You got Lyndon Stewart in the house. What's up? Good to have you here, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, these planes and stuff that are coming out, man, they're just getting better and better all the time, and the technology's getting better. But according to the guy I was talking to the other day about this T-28, Horizon Hobby is saying that they're not going to re-release a version 3 due to the fact that everybody wanted them to come back with it after the version 1 came out. So they did. And then it kind of sat there and takes up a lot of space, guys. That is a massive box. This box right here is the MiG-29, and we all know how big that plane is. Well, you see how big this box is in comparison to the MiG-29. It's really big. And according to Horizon, they're not going to come back with it. This is it. They're done with it after this. That's hearsay now. I don't know. I was hoping they'd come out with a version 3 with the smart technology, with the lights, with the aluminum retracts, but according to the source that I spoke with, it's not going to happen. So if you didn't get one and you can't find one, it might be oh so sad for you, but this one will not go anywhere. This one will be here forever. If nothing happens to it, knock on wood, you hear me? Yeah,
right.
And if it does, I may have to be gluing this damn thing back together. Because it is a good flying airplane, guys. It really is. What's up, News? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Getting a good crowd in here, man. Mr. JT200 DVR. Glad to have you here tonight. Mickey BRC, what's up, man? How are you? From Australia. Coming all the way down from down under, guys. He's putting out some good videos too. Another thing, check out all these guys' channels, man. I mean, they got some good stuff out. A lot of guys putting out some great content. You get to see different areas of the world, the country. I was watching the Petrinkic brothers. They were showing it was snowing like crazy there today, and it was just warm there the other day. So go figure. Thank you for coming, Ryan. Drive carefully, man. I appreciate you coming by, buddy. Thank you. As always. And definitely check out Pilot Ryan Media, guys, for all your needs. Check out the links. Click on the link. Doesn't cost you a thing, and it promotes these guys, puts a little coin in their pocket. These guys help us all the time learning how to fly these planes, where to CG them. So if you're going to buy a plane, guys, check out the links for all these guys. I know Pilot Ryan's got his links. Dave Marshall's got them. GB Linden. A lot of these guys have got their links. So definitely check them out, guys, and share the love. Doesn't cost you anything, but it helps him out. So definitely click on that link. Let's see, who else we got in here? I'm just glad all you guys are hanging with us tonight, man. Tell your friends, we're trying to hit 50. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithms. Click on that like button, fellas. We got 5 likes that I'm seeing right now, and we got 47 in the room. So definitely hit that thumbs up, guys. What's up, Spencer? How you doing, buddy? I just appreciate all you guys being here tonight, man. Spending the evening with us. Around 58. And we're just talking. Airplane talk.
Talking.
Coffee talk. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm a little bit clamped over here.
Oh my lord.
Y'all remember Saturday Night Live?
Yes, yes. Hmm. Yeah, I recently became a member of the Kit Fox um, group on Facebook.
Right
Kit
on, George.
Kit Fox are like the airplane kits you can build at your house.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, don't even think about it. I'm like, you sit down. I'll do what I want. Then I slept on the couch that night.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, look, I used to be happy to get. Remember the little airplanes? You come in a little package, and you had a set of wings, and you slid it through the center balsa, and it had a little metal tab on the end, and you toss it.
Oh yeah, like those little gliders. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But then you moved up in the world. If you had the one with the rubber band, you could twist and
Mm-hmm.
toss. That one? Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm
Oh
telling you,
man.
man.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm always like on Facebook Marketplace to see like
Yeah.
what stuff you can come up with or see.
Hey, man, there's a nice P47 like the one I've got up there for sale right now. The guy's got a gas motor in it.
Mm-hmm.
Only been flown one time. Comes with all the servos, electronics, motor, everything. He's asking like 680 for it. That's a good deal on that airplane, man. Um, yeah, and George, you can still find those. One of the hobby shops around here actually has those. Now, I don't know if they're the same quality as they were back then, but they do still have them.
I'll tell you what, if you're in the market for a Mustang, there's a crap ton of them on Facebook Marketplace for daggone sure.
Yeah. I got a buddy that's got two gas powered ones with a lot of extra parts, man. I mean, extra fuselage, four sets of wings, blah, blah, blah. He's got a lot of stuff, man, for $400. Can't beat it.
Well, ain't bad at all. I did
Yeah.
find a white '93 Bronco.
Oh,
If you
damn.
pull up to a
Oh, they-
girl's house and say, "Hey, you're too young for this," and she doesn't get the connection, she is too young for you.
yeah. Yeah. No, JT, I did not fly today. I worked all day today, man. I didn't get out of work until after 6 o'clock tonight, which was a early night for me, actually. Um, and but I would have loved to because my buddy was sending me videos teasing me about he was out there talking about how nice it was. Windsocks hanging straight down.
Man,
Um,
don't you just hate those days when you're not there?
well, of course it'll be raining the weekend, and I've got lacrosse with my son, which is cool,
Right.
but it's like, damn. Yeah. Yeah, kids did love them. We used to get them in Easter baskets and things like
Hmm.
that. Easter.
Remember the really big foam gliders that were like they
Yes.
were huge. I
Yeah,
used
they
to get them
sell
at
them
the
a lot of times. You
beach.
can get them at Dollar Store and you can get them at Family Dollar sometimes, man.
Oh, really?
They still have those occasionally. You can still get them. They're big too. They're massive. They're like as big as the Radian. Um, and they're only like I think they're like $10. I mean, they're cheap, man. I'd actually thought about getting one at one point and putting servos and stuff in it. I really had. They almost kind of remind me of that Fox glider that FMS came out with. The
Yeah.
shape and everything.
I always used to take. Well, I got in trouble a few times when I was a kid. When I say kid, I was probably about 14. But we would get them and be like at a hotel at the beach and be like 14 stories up
Yeah.
and take that song because it was like it's like $5 if that, and just take it, just throw it off the balcony and just see what happens.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you catch the right thermal, it'll stay up for a while, man.
Or if you don't do it right, you may hit the people like I don't know 4 stories below you.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Right.
only
Right.
reason we figured out about it is because we were at breakfast the next morning, and they're like, "Where did that foam plane come from?" Like, "Oh my gosh!" And we're like, we're sitting, and we're cracking up laughing our butts off about it.
Damn.
It was pretty
What's up?
obvious.
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you tonight, man. Yeah, I tell you, it's amazing just to see how far things have come nowadays compared to what they were.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This hobby's changing daily, and that's what's so cool about it, man. I mean, the airplanes,
Right.
the radios. Yeah, give it another 5 years, 10 years, it's going to be amazing what this stuff's going to do. And I think it's just a great hobby to be in, and that's if they don't stifle us. If they stifle us and take away our ability to fly, that's when it's going to get really sad. What's up, C Mafia? How you doing, man? Good to see you here tonight, bud.
Man, I'd be like, what I'm trying to say. Regardless of what happens, I will still and always will fly at my house or my parents' house.
Until they lock me up, damn it.
Hey, hell, maybe then, man, I could just like remote into the computer
Yeah,
and,
right. Exactly.
and
Yeah,
fly it.
that's right. Yeah. Well, hopefully, as long as you're flying at an AMA sanctioned field, you'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm the type of person that like I shouldn't need a gun permit to conceal carry. That's just my beliefs. Not to get on that topic here, but hey, if I want to fly an RC plane and maintain the rules of the land, the common sense rules of the land, let me add that.
Yeah.
Those man, let me be.
Well, but it's just like somebody said the other day, again, and not to get on a topic, but talking about guns and, especially with the shootings and stuff that have happened, and they want to say, well, we shouldn't have this type of gun or we shouldn't have that type of gun. Well, here's the thing. Everything has rules in life. Guns have rules. Cars have rules. Cell phones have rules. But rules are broken every day. Hence the reason people get in a car drunk and drive and kill people. Hence the reason people get on a cell phone in the car and they text and drive and kill people. But we don't get rid of cell phones, we don't get rid of cars, and we don't get rid of alcohol. So that being the case, a gun kills nobody unless somebody pulls that trigger. And I don't care if it's an assault rifle, a military. Look, I've got an ink pen in my truck it came from a PX, and it'll write underwater. I mean, it's a military ink pen. And if I stab you in the neck with it, it's an assault weapon. So, and yes, it's a military assault weapon if you want to be technical about it. But anything can be an assault weapon. So they need to get off of the fact of assault weapon, assault weapon. Your good old boy shotgun standing in the corner of a house that anybody duck or quail hunts with can kill a room full of people if in the wrong hands. And that's the sad part. So rules are going to be broken no matter what it is. Just like, what was it, last week? Somebody ran into the barricade at the Capitol, killed a police officer with a car, and jumped out with a knife in his hand, of which he was shot and died. And so, or does that mean we're going to get rid of cars and knives now? I mean, just saying. And I'll let it go at that. I've got guns and none of them have ever hurt anybody. So, um, you know, just is how it is. So, I don't know. Sad, sad times we're in, guys.
The only thing I'll say on the topic is people, our society in general, has lost the connection with and the value of human life and human
We've
decency.
we've lost humility is what we've lost. And if you don't have humility, you have a sad society, and that's where we're at. Everybody is about me, 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 and it can't be that way. We got to be about one another, and so, my 2 cents. But but yes, my ink pen is a military pen, and it came from the PX, and it's black and has a point on one end that you can jab into somebody, and it does write underwater, and it is really cool. So yes, if I jab you in the throat with it, it now becomes a military assault weapon. Okay, so just saying.
Well, no, it becomes an assault pen. It's like
Hey,
anything. Like we were talking about
this
this
is
the other day.
look.
It's
This
like
is the coolest knife in the world right here. This is a SOG. Check this out. I love this. This knife is killer. It's perfectly weighted. Okay, da-da. But here's what's cool about it. Check this out. Take this off, and now in the event that you are ever in a bad position, now you have a spearhead that will screw onto the end of a piece of wood, and you have a spear. So isn't that killer? It's really cool, awesome, isn't it? But that blade is sharp, man. Let me just tell you, that is a also that is a it's so well balanced. You could throw it, and I mean, it's just super well balanced knife. Love it. That came from the PX as well. So yeah, I got a buddy of mine. He's in the military. He brings me stuff all the time. I got a pair of tactical gloves that are some of the best gloves I've ever owned. So yeah, there is good stuff out there, and it doesn't hurt anybody. What's up, LJ Hobby Life? How you doing, buddy? Good to have you here, man. Mike Kennedy, glad to have you. Hope all you guys are doing well. We got a good crowd of guys in here tonight, fellas. I just thank all you guys for being here and supporting us, showing the love. I hear you, Craig. Oh man.
hmm.
It's gonna be an interesting.
Deuces. Those saucers called a deadly weapon. Yeah. Anything can be a tool to cause harm or death to anybody. And that's just the way it
I'm sure
is.
photons been called a tool.
I know the hell I have.
Love you, Ricky. Oh Lord. We all have to live vicariously through you, man. Come on, buddy. Come on, man.
Yeah, somewhere he is possibly going.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, man, is going back to Texas,
Oh,
his hometown or home state.
hometown boy. I hope I don't either, Gus. But if I need to.
Man, I just found a 2018 McLaren
Oh,
720S
I hear you, Ranger.
for $248,000.
Oh, go ahead and get two, man, because we need both of them. You know.
Two, hell, what are you talking about? You just went on a stampede about like this today's society is all about me.
Well,
You
that's
earned
what
your
I'm saying.
$248,000. I'm
Think
gonna be riding
about
in
me.
style.
Think about me. Go ahead and get me one
You know
too.
what
See?
what I'm thinking about? Your
No.
gorgeous wife sitting next to me in
Oh,
my
please.
2018 McLaren 720S.
Yes. Right. Uh huh. Yeah. Hey.
Drop that zero, get with the hero.
Yeah, this is crazy. Actually, well, I probably wouldn't like that because there's not a back seat in that car.
Yeah, man, rightfully so, dude. I can only put a one kids in at a time.
Yeah,
But
Abby upside the head. Blang, blang, blang.
dude, Abby loves the diesel truck. I turn around and get on it. So a diesel truck has like 600 horsepower.
Have you seen the new Hummer, the electric Hummer yet?
Yeah. Let's see where California's like. We're gonna ban gasoline cars by 2035 or 2030. Like,
Hey, man,
you good look with that.
I'd love to see about 35% of the population buy electric cars because if they did, my gas prices are going to go, and I'll be happy because whatever I drive or use, I'll probably get great gas prices. So, it works for me, man.
I think California, or at least one state, was talking about, and I know North Carolina did briefly, because of the EV cars, like Priuses and stuff. They were talking about instead of doing like a blanketed tax, you would be taxed by the mileage you accrue each year, which would suck.
Look,
like if you were like an outside salesman, like I am.
Yeah. Well, they've got to find a way for these people to pay highway tax too, man, when they're not buying gas. Come on. And then not to mention,
or not a lot of it.
Eventually, when you stick your when you plug your car in to charge it, you're gonna have to stick your damn credit card in there and be charged per kilowatt hour too. So the free ride ain't gonna be forever. So just saying, uh, and then the thing that people don't understand to make the power for that car, how do you think that's done? Let's go all the way to the end of the pipeline down here, and there's a refinery making electricity somehow that's getting it to these cars, So, yeah, it isn't static electricity, I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love the videos of where you see the man. I'm out of drink. Where you see the guys charge up the Teslas, and then
Yeah,
there's like a diesel generator like right behind it.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what's sad. There's a guy at the gym. He's got a Tesla that's 2.5 years old. He paid like 80 grand for it. He told me the other day that if he traded it, he might be lucky to get 40 grand for it. And here's my theory. 2.5-year-old car, you lose almost half its value. We'll say 30 grand in 2 years. Man, I buy a lot of damn gas for $30,000. You hear what I'm telling you?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, they
I
don't hold
don't
their
see.
value at all.
Yeah, I don't see the economic outcome really being good for that. I'll stick with my gasoline, and I can buy a lot of gas, as I said, for $30,000 in 2 years. You hear what I'm telling you?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just don't think that that's a too smart.
Yeah, George, I see what you're saying there about the gas mileage, but like you have a Prius versus like my diesel truck takes less fuel to go X amount of distance. But they were like, hey, when you go get your state inspection, and it says like, hey, you put on 27,000 miles in a year, that's how they're going to tax you.
Yeah.
While you're also paying taxes on gas as well, which is pretty screwed up. But
Yeah. And you might get a tax break on the car, and blah blah blah. But I'm just
it's so
not
stupid.
impressed.
There's no politicians on the sky green earth that cares about the average man other than their wallet. That's just the long and the short of it.
True that.
What are you over there packing some cigarettes?
No, I'm actually shaking paint. I'm getting ready to start painting on the cowl of this airplane. I'm gonna detail this radio out. I can't stand it just black. It's like blood.
Mm-hmm.
And then the nose of the plane right here, they leave it white. So I got to paint all this black as well. I don't know why they don't. Well, I know why, but trying to save a dollar. Save a dollar. Yeah, I got to detail this mess. I can't stand it looking like this. So I had the one I sold painted, so I gotta get this one looking good too. Just is what it is. Might well get her done.
I don't know about that Guineac because around here, like Teslas, because of the used market right now. But I mean, averagely speaking, at least in the southeast, like they go for like pennies on the dollar. But also
Yeah,
too, like a Jeep Wrangler or
yeah,
a Tacoma, or really any type of like truck. I was going to say real truck, but any truck. You pretty much get your money back out of it, or
yeah.
it holds their value.
Well,
Forerunners.
a Wrangler around here is one of the highest retail selling vehicles used on the market. My
Mm-hmm.
wife's got a 2012 Wrangler, and I've been every week. It seems like somebody wants to buy her Wrangler. So they hold major value. Um, and the new ones don't go down in price a bit. And if you go to a dealership to buy one, they don't back off the price hardly any at all either. Kind of the same way with the Gladiators.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's kind of like they act like you're never going to get them again. Now Ford has been having a lot of problem with the chips in their vehicles right now.
Oh, that's with everybody right now currently.
Is it everybody?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know it was everybody. I knew it
So
was Ford.
the issue with that is Taiwan is like the number one chip manufacturer in the world.
Okay.
And what China is trying to do is like, this the whole like warfare of like blowing and shooting and killing somebody. That's for the most part is over with, and I say that in developed countries because now it's an economical war.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because think about it is like if because you know China to some extent is trying to get a hold of and I don't say take over, persuade, bully Taiwan,
yeah.
but yeah, man, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
Well, everybody wants that monopoly, man. Everybody wants that almighty dollar. That's what it all boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
We want your dollar. Yeah, like I say, man, it is what it is. I don't know. I just don't see you know, it's like my friend that's got the Tesla. You go sell it. It's 2.5 years old. Now I don't know how quickly the new owner would have to put new batteries in it, but what's that? Another 10 grand if you got to replace the battery bank in it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Again, he's already lost 30 grand on the car. If you got to put a new battery bank in it, now you're down 40 grand in 2.5 years. I just don't see it, dude. Like I said, I can buy a lot of damn petro for that price.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say too is man is I would love to build a kit car. That's one of my um, life boxes to accomplish before I die.
It's on a
But
bucket list.
yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. But the Tesla, the Model S with ludicrous mode, me as like I am the epitome of like I want a big bore engine. I want that rod to stroke length to be as high as I can get it. I want force induction. Nitrous to me is cheating, but hell, I'll do nitrous too. Like I just love that thump, that raw, just like throw you back in your seat,
Now look,
make your mama scream.
you're gonna get photon excited talking about rod stroking and all this kind of shit, man.
Dude, I
You
love
settle.
that. I love that stuff. But like, I rode in a Model S in ludicrous mode, and dude, like when the Millennium Falcon hit like hyperdrive, like that's what happened. It reminded me of the first time I had went and bought a Gixxer 750 motorcycle, and like up to about 10 grand, that jerker was like, man, it was okay in power, but like soon as you hit 10 grand, like it just was like it was freaking just a kick in the pants. But now imagine that kick in the pants from like 0 to when you let off the throttle. That is sweet.
Yeah, that's one thing, Ray. You're right about the Tesla. Now, the Tesla, if that's what you're talking about, I think the one my friend's got will go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, which is faster than a Porsche Cayman. Um, it is very fast because there's no combustion. It's instant power. It's right now. It's at the wheels. Um,
Yeah, because your
yeah,
instant torque. That's what gets you off the
yeah.
line.
So I get all that, but it's like my insurance man said. Even though it's not classified as a sports car, the insurance on it's still extremely high. When you look at the fact that if you wreck it, a door handle has to come from Tesla only, and it's $4,000 for a door handle. There's no aftermarket parts as of yet. Um, so you better hope you got good insurance, and it ain't cheap, as he said, because batteries will catch on fire. So yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
insurance on them is not relatively inexpensive either because they're not a combustion sports car. So it's
There's
still got a lot to work out. My friend just bought the Audi. What's it called? Um, Damn, it's the new electric Audi. They just bought that last weekend. It's supposed to be pretty cool too. But then if you look at the Audi I saw last weekend, it's the racing SUV with a red stripe on the back of it. When the dude stomped that damn thing and it was gone. I mean, it sounded badder than any damn Corvette or anything on the road. And it's all factory. That's a bad damn Audi, bud. Let me just tell you.
the
I couldn't believe it.
um There's a guy on YouTube that he's built a few Teslas from like wrecked Teslas.
Yeah.
I forget his name. I can remember watching him like I don't know, maybe a year or two ago. Um, I'm trying to see if I can pull it up.
I like the ones with the gold wing doors the best on them, I think, if I was going to have one.
Yeah, the Mach 3s will. Mach 3s? Model 3s.
Yeah.
Have that.
Yeah, I think they're coming out with a diesel engine in one of the Jeeps, aren't they, Gooniac? In the one of the Wranglers, I think it's going to have a diesel engine.
Yeah, well, there's
No,
diesel. They've got diesels all over the world. It's just the EPA.
yeah, but I'm talking about here.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because averagely speaking, when the EPA came out with the Clean Air Act and then made the revisions to the Clean Air Act, each maker by a certain date had to have like an average as far as their whole fleet. When you average out the MPGs, had to meet like a certain number.
Yeah.
Um, and that's it. And diesels with Americans have never like took off for I don't know why, but you go over to the UK and Europe, like it's kind of like our diesels here. You don't see a lot of them. You don't see a lot of gas cars over there. You see a lot of diesels, but you don't see a lot of diesels here, like gas cars. And then Volkswagen and Audi,
Yeah.
they shot themselves in the foot, which is a great video. You go to on Netflix to look it up.
Nugan. Sea Mafia, that would be Draco. That's what's new to the RC world, man. And it's not here yet. It's coming to a store near you. Damn, where'd my water go? Jesus Christ, Nancy.
Jeeps had the diesels with the Liberties, and they came out with like a few for like I think it was maybe a Cherokee, but it wasn't nothing like in high produce numbers.
Yeah, I think the Gladiator, I think they're going to come out with a diesel in it too. I know they're coming out with a V8 in it.
Yeah, because the diesels like Guniak said, the diesels in the Wranglers, yeah, have been out for a while.
I don't think they're in production though.
Yeah, because the first time is that diesels got a Jeep Wranglers finally got a diesel in year line of 2020.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hear you, man, but hey, ain't nobody got it yet, Mafia. So it's all new to everybody right now. I want to see who's going to be the first one, other than Mike Patey, to do a review on it, man.
I'm still waiting for the video, for the assembly video. I mean, I've looked at the instructions and stuff, but I just kind of want to see it go together.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, nobody's announced anything new coming out so far other than that. I'd love to see Motion RC come out with a nice big warbird like a Zero or something. Hint, hint. But
yeah, we all know you a Zero.
Hey man, do what I can. You know? Do what I can. Can't be as cool as you, man. Sorry.
I ain't cool. What the hell you talking about?
I try. I want to be like Dustin so bad when I grow up. I need to find something to wash this brush out with. I'm behind the scenes. Water bottle. Now I just need some damn water. Imagine that. I gotta have water, water, water. Damn it. No damn water. I got Coronas in here. Damn. No water. Bitch. Oh well. I'll wash them out later. Give me this one. Black. Yes. What's up, Papa Boozer? How you doing, man? I was just talking about you guys earlier flying that Mustang today. That was a nice looking airplane, guys. And just think, you didn't even have to dot it up, man.
Yeah, Hangar 51. Yeah, the Grand Cherokees. Yeah, they had diesels like way back when, but they didn't continually make them. They just started making them again in 2020. Because I'm a big diesel fan, and I was looking at an SUV. If I could have an SUV with a diesel, I'd buy it. But I sure as hell ain't gonna be owning a Jeep because I've worked on them. I worked on them.
So what are you saying, man?
My mom has a she has a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it drives great. I mean, it's a great driving car, but I just
Trans Cherokee.
Grand Cherokee, yeah.
Hey, they might be collectible after a while, man. If they make them take away the name Cherokee. I'm not laughing. I'm serious.
Remember a guy came to school. I was in middle school, and he told the class about it because he was a Native American that told like stories, which was really he's a storyteller, really cool guy. I never forget him.
It's a wind talker.
And he that's Nahavio, Nahavio,
Navajo.
Navajo. What the heck, dude? What is wrong with me tonight?
There.
Oh my lord. Um.
Yes.
But anyhow, he mentioned how when Jeep went to him, they just asked for 2 Cherokees. Is what they want later for compensation or something to that effect.
Damn.
Um,
Okay. Done. Not a problem. Thank you for your time. Play along.
I was like, wow, that's
Yeah.
kind of giddy for.
Pretty nice there. Pretty nice. And see, doesn't that look better already painting the front of that airplane black? Yes, it does. Much better. Much better. Okay, let's put that there. Damn it. I gotta have a rag now.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, man.
Yeah, like a diesel car. If I could get like a Passat, I 100% agree with you that already. Like a Passat. I even looked at an Audi. I think it was an S4 wagon.
Remember the old
like,
car called Renault?
The what?
The Renault.
That was before my time, I think.
A Renault, man. They were like POSs, but yeah. The Renault.
They
Yes, Barry, it's something out of the box. Everybody likes to surprise.
But that was
We invited you.
you could fill up that car for like $30 and drive like 750 miles. Like it was just bukus. And then I was looking at getting one, but I didn't pull the trigger on it because after Dieselgate happened, oh, he thinks that this is a chamfered edge. That ain't chamfered. That's a radius. I'm helping my buddy, dude. He's in machining school, and he sent me this blueprint because he's having some questions, and he thought it was like a chamfer, like a 45-degree chamfer. I'm like, no, that's rounded.
Huh.
That's a rounded edge. You're gonna have fun with that guy.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Oh yeah. Yup. That's a 3D toolpath. Let's see what he says when I break the news to him.
Yes, Barry, we are painting the nose of the T28 here. This is the big Carbon Z. This is and this was all white, and I couldn't stand it. And I'm detailing the cowl on this plane as well. So that now when you put this back up there, it's going to look much better. So that's what I'm working on, man. And I just can't stand for all this stuff to be white back behind here. So I'm just painting it black so that you don't see it through the radial engine in there. That's what we're doing here. Na, 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 na.
$550. Oh wow.
What are you talking about?
Goodiacs, his work truck is the F550.
Oh Lord, jeez, that's a Hoss.
6.7.
Yeah, that's a Hoss, man.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
That's killer.
that thing will pull something in a heartbeat.
For sure.
That's not very eco-friendly.
Sure it is.
I miss my Excursion, man. I had the big V10 in my Excursion, and I miss it. That damn thing had some torque in it too, buddy, and it wasn't even a diesel, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were pretty. I remember when they were like real big.
Well, they still put them in box trucks and RVs and stuff like that, man. They still use them and put them in a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, a lot of your FedEx trucks have the V10 in them. Sure do.
Well, man, it's 10 o'clock. That's snuck on us fast.
I know, man. Time flies when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
True story. But let's say let's call it a night and get them out of here because I'm about to head back to the shop.
Well, we know you need all the beauty rest you can get, so
Shoot, they ain't enough sleep to make me pretty to begin with.
I hear you. Hey, man, I'm ready to fly this puppy again. God knows this is a good flying airplane right here, man. I'm just telling you, it really is.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy you found one.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, whatever. I want them all, but I can't unbox them all. I don't have time. That's the problem. See, when you put that back up there and you don't see that white through that cowl, see how much better that looks in there, man? Yes, it does. And then once I paint these push rods and all this stuff on there, yeah, buddy, it's going to look really nice. Real nice.
Well, that's why, Roger, that's why a lot of your gas cars have gone from naturally aspirated to turbos. To have the horsepower, but during highway use or like where you're just cruising at a constant speed, you're not your fuel consumption or your burn rate isn't so high or as high, and that's just to meet the EPA. But I love the diesel. I absolutely just love the freaking diesel.
Especially if you got your tune on it, man. You gotta have a tune on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You
Yeah.
gotta have it tuned in.
I've got a tune on it. Don't worry about
I
that.
bet you. I'm sure you do. My son does on his too, and then he's got a damn muffler on it the size of a paint can. I don't understand that. It's like, why do you need a damn muffler coming out of that thing big as a paint can? And
Yeah,
then
I
he's
don't.
funny. He's like, I got to roll coal. I'm like, what is rolling coal?
See, I'm so
Well,
anti-rolling coal because that's kind of what has put uh, a bad light on the diesel owners with the
well,
EPA.
that's right. Yeah, but that's a young boy for you, man. You know, that's like giving a young boy a damn sports car. They're gonna smoke the tires on it. You know, they're gonna see
Mm-hmm.
what it's gonna do. I mean, come on, man. Come on now. You got to see what it's gonna do at some point. You know, ain't no fun. So, all right,
Yes, sir.
brother. Well, let's let these fellas go, and we'll wrap it up and be done with it for tonight. And I'm gonna put this up here and quit playing with that for tonight, man. So, all right, guys. Well, we appreciate each and every one of you coming out tonight, and hope you all be here next Tuesday night, same time, same place, Flight Club. And hopefully Dustin will have his Draco by then.
That would be
Oh,
sick. That would
yeah.
be epic.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it?
Yes, because I can fly it
We'll
at work.
unbox it right here on the show and talk about it. And Dustin would actually fly it for us at some point.
Totally.
Yeah. All
Oh
right,
man.
guys. Well, yeah, Papa, this is a good one, man. Like I said, this is an awesome plane, buddy. I'm detailing the cowl and everything on it. My other one, I had wires in here. I sold it, but I got another one. So, anywho, but thank you for coming, and appreciate all you guys. Dustin, final thoughts, final words.
Hmm, nothing really. I mean, I enjoyed our talk to everybody as always. I like how we always, yeah, we talk about RC, but we also talk about other things, and that's what's cool is get here and read different people's views and opinions, and that's what makes and be respectful about it, and that's what makes our community great. Um,
That's right.
and yeah, I'm just thankful for you guys to stick with us. We're at show 58. Seems like yesterday we're at like show 2.
Yeah, really. Having
Right, right.
fun. That's right. Just having fun.
But
Exactly.
but you guys be good, be safe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank all you guys and hit that thumbs up on the way out.
Later, y'all. Bye now.
Bye, y'all. See you.
Cool.